For the Night Night Show, we've got a very special interview with the critically acclaimed Wingmen. If we could get a shot of the guys. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
You go first right here.
Yeah. Come on.
I guess I'll look to you, Billy. I am Aaron Marquis. And
I was going to
go ahead.
Marshall Rimmer.
Cool.
I'm Jordan Crowder.
I'm Zach Anner.
All right, cool. Now, you guys were nominated for 2 awards, the 2008 South by Southwest Green Light Award and also the CBI Best Comedy Award nominee. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your show, the premise, basic aspects, that kind of thing.
Go ahead, Zach.
All right, well, the show is, it's a mockumentary about a group of dating advice radio show hosts, you know, and they give out all this crappy advice. What's some of the advice that we give out?
Never stare your girlfriend in the eyes.
Yeah.
She knows you're weak when you do that.
Yeah, and it makes you more mysterious if you don't look at your girlfriend and, you know, just kind of like doing things that any man would do, you know, like always disappoint your girlfriend because you don't want her to have high expectations, you know.
That way when you do something nice, it looks that much better if you've been disappointing her the whole time.
Yes, yeah. Like stuff like that. And for some reason they get kicked off the radio.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Marshall is doing a documentary on us, and it's kind of like his journey as a filmmaker, and we decide to start a dating service, which we put all of the advice that we say in the radio show to the test, and it worked out pretty well, I would say.
Good. Dating service too. They all go on the dates, you know. So you think it's like an eHarmony thing where you're getting
dates with us.
Yeah, you think you're getting matched up with someone else, but you're really going out with all the wingmen, and they're getting paid for it.
Only 2 options. These 2 guys right here.
Well, Jordan can go, and then Chris is not here with us. But,
so 3 guys.
Yeah. Well,
all right. That's pretty good odds.
What could you possibly want that we don't have?
Oh man, I have to think about that.
Like who is your perfect guy out of the 2 that are here?
Out of these here.
Well, do I have to pick right now?
Yeah.
We can talk about it later.
You gotta pick.
We'll talk after the show.
Now remember, Chris is the scrawnier one.
Chris
if you're into
is
that
very
thing,
skinny.
So.
Very skinny.
I do love the skinny men.
Not Chris.
Yeah,
No,
I knew it. That's been my problem all along with you, young lady.
Sorry.
You're skinny in a way.
At heart, I'm a skinny man.
Yeah.
Boy, okay, thank you, Zach. I really appreciate it. So, how do you guys get into the characters you play? I mean, how close to home does it hit for each one of you?
I remember when we started off, we really tried to, with the show, we try to blend as much reality with fiction as we can. So we use our real names and stuff. And the characters that we play are, I guess, very, very exaggerated versions of ourselves.
Yeah, hyperbolized.
Yeah, basically one bit of ourselves and just to the extreme.
Basically ourselves without brains.
Yeah,
well,
it's pretty close.
So you're pretty,
I think, I actually am in a wheelchair in real life.
You think?
And, so far, I've never tried to walk, so, maybe it's available.
It's possible.
But,
you're not missing much, I swear.
And I know with Chris, he plays sort of like an ambiguously gay character on the show.
Much like himself.
Yeah, and when I was talking to him about it, I sat him down and I said, do you really want to do this with the character? It's quite a bold move, because he had just gone through that a year earlier in school, coming out and all that. And I said, I commend you for wanting to do it, but if you don't feel comfortable, then that's fine. And he said, the only thing I won't do is kiss another man on camera, not because I don't want to, but because my grandma wants to watch.
Yeah.
And you know, that's his choice.
He kind of relaxed the rules on that after a while, though.
Yeah.
You know? And it's good that we can talk about it freely like that. I think that's what he'd want us to say if he were here, right?
Very brave.
We encourage him to put himself and his artwork and his creativity, and you know, he should be able to express himself.
You know, and he really...
And just because he likes other men doesn't mean that we don't love him.
Yeah. And
even though
he has taken the character... He's really been... He doesn't try and get a political message out with the character. It's just, he says, I want to be funny and I want to be gay. And we accept him for that.
One and the same.
I'm sorry that he can't be here to say that
don't want
himself.
to fall asleep in the
Isn't
same
that
room with
something?
him.
That's lucky that he's just not here today.
Yeah, words that would come right from his mouth.
Yeah.
So you guys want to give us a little bit of a sneak peek of your upcoming episodes, where the show's going, where you've been?
Yes.
My character eventually opens a barbershop for other curly-haired people. It's only a curly barbershop.
So a lot of Jewish customers is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Old Testament stuff.
Old Testament folks and
All right, Marshall,
You know,
go ahead.
luckily, everyone has some curly hair if they do need a hair.
And so my character, you know, as he progresses, he gets, I guess, less funding for the documentary, so he has to kind of explore other avenues, I guess.
Yeah.
Like actual avenues.
and then that's where Chris comes in.
It's a
On
scavenger
the
hunt.
corner of, it's more of a working girl type thing.
Oh, so you're whoring yourself out.
Well,
And that's close to character as well? Like, that's you, but hyperbolize?
more or less.
Real life character.
Real
I like it.
experiences, you know, through the screen. Yeah.
All right.
Basically, Jessica and I keep going down the rabbit hole, and I'm not going to say, you know, metaphorical rabbit hole. And then, well, I don't want to give away how it ends, but I'll just do it right now.
Okay.
No, you know, our relationship just gets worse and worse. I mean, these guys living in our apartment is just, I mean, it's chaos. So.
Straining on the relationship.
Yeah, it's straining on her artwork. It's straining on my, you know, whatever business I do.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Whatever
but it's
it is.
straining on it. And, yeah, so that's where it's going.
It's understandable. All right, so guys, now let me figure out Lark the Beard. Kind of a strange name for a production company. Any insight into how that one came about? Any?
Well,
It was 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning, and we were making a promo for all the volunteers before we actually had a show.
Yeah.
And we wanted to put a bunch of clips together of stuff that we've done and say all the things that we had done and realized that we hadn't done anything. So Aaron came up with Lark the Beard, and I think the other one was Old Dead Woman.
So we just made up show names as, like, you know, if someone
From
saw
the
them.
makers of this.
Yeah, you know, something that would pique interest. And it didn't work.
No,
that's good.
we don't have any volunteers left.
We are the last of our volunteers.
Fraud doesn't pay.
I bet
You have more volunteers on this thing than we.
I don't have anyone. These
we-
people
I
are
wish we could
strangers.
see
Let's get a shot of. Let's
There's
get a
30
shot of
people
them.
back here.
I don't see anyone.
Yeah,
I've never
these are
done
just figments of your own creative minds.
Okay.
And then the crowd that laughs at the jokes, you know, that's 30 more people.
All right, let's bring it back. Tell me a little bit of what it was like at South by Southwest with that Greenlight Award nomination. Was it exciting? Any crazy stories you'd like to share? Free booze.
It was exciting until we lost.
Well, I didn't want to bring that up.
That was just kind of depressing.
Well, it was an honor just to be nominated.
No, it
Shut
wasn't.
up. That was, oh, man.
The only thing we got out of it was a gig flash drive that said, you know, we lost.
Yeah. Had the winner on it.
How do y'all like alternate who gets the flash drive?
No, we all got
one.
one. I
And
lost
they go
mine.
around your wrist.
Yeah, they're green. And it was, yeah, I mean, they were
I mean,
nice.
and there were some sandwiches that
Sandwiches.
tasted like armpits.
There was some good armpit
Those
sandwiches.
armpit sandwiches, I couldn't tell you what was in them. And they tasted like an armpit, but you just kept going back for them, you know, and they were about that big. And they were good.
Yeah, so anybody who is you know, wants to do the South by Southwest thing and even if you're a failure like we were, you still get a sandwich.
And flash drives.
And
Yeah.
free booze.
All right. That's all the time we have for the Night Night Show tonight. Good night, everyone.